Hey everybody, Jewel here with J7409 Weather. Today is Monday, the 12th of August, 2019. Hey, I've missed you guys so much. I want to say thank you for all the prayers. Thank you for all the notes and the e-cards that you've sent me. Perks me right up and makes my fire grow. It gives me my spark and makes my fire grow. So I want you guys to know I thank you very much. One day when I'm up to it, we'll have a live show and I'll tell you all about everything. But what my problem is, I have arthritis in my bones and joints anyway, but now I have got what they call my cystic arthritis. It is also in my muscles. That is why it looked like I was trying to have a heart attack. Now, on with the weather. Oh, and I want to say, please continue your prayers and thoughts. I appreciate it so very much. What we're looking at is the satellite here. And I know it seems like I've been gone a long time, but I haven't been gone a whole 7 days, folks. So, just keep that in mind. Lots of stuff has happened. We're looking at the satellite this morning, and of course we can see where we have some dust flying around here and there. This is just clouds, no big deal with these rain systems here. Up in this area, though, they look a little darker. We'll put it on infrared right quick. Here we go. Might be some severe weather up in these areas today. We'll check all that out, but I just wanted you to get a glimpse of the latest satellite image, okay? None of this stuff off of Africa is anything. This right here in the Gulf, it's not anything right now. I know that some have said we're going to get a hurricane up in this area coming soon. Who knows? We might. I just don't see it as of now happening. Okay? I'm not saying it won't happen later, because more than likely before the season's over, somebody somewhere is going to get something. But this is the area that looks like the worst of the severe weather as it trails across is going to happen for today. Now, most of you know I have a problem speaking really plain at times, especially when I get sick or tired, and I tire out easily. So I'll try to get this out as plain as possible, okay? We have a look at the GFS map and what is happening. We'll put it down here right quick. We got an upper level trough now. It should be over the northern plains at some point this morning and cross over the upper Midwest and Great Lakes region through today, maybe tonight, maybe even into tomorrow. And this is going to support a surface low that will track across the Midwest and then the Ohio Valley and the Mid-Atlantic region. And it's going to have a band of moderate to heavy rainfall extending from Iowa to southern New England. Now, severe storms are also likely for parts of this same general area. And we'll get to the severe weather in just a moment. Now, we got another story that's in weather headlines. It seems that over the next couple of days, the heat, the heat and humidity across the south central U.S. and also from eastern Texas to northern Florida is going to be something, folks. Widespread heat advisories are in effect now, and even excessive heat warnings are posted across parts of the lower Mississippi River Valley. Now, this is all in response to a strong upper-level ridge that's anchored over the region with highs well in the 90s and low 100s. You guys have dew points in the 70s, and that's making your heat index feel like 105 to 115 degrees, so please be safe. Elsewhere across the U.S., lower 48, we got drier weather conditions in the forecast. They should return to the southwestern sections of the U.S. early this week as the monsoon temporarily abates. Now, warmer and more humid conditions will return to much of the East Coast after a rather pleasant weekend. Scattered areas of heavy rain and strong storms can be expected for the Florida Peninsula. Quick check of the tropical outlook from the National Hurricane Center. As of right now, nothing should be happening in the Atlantic for the next 5 days. Everything's looking pretty kosher, pretty good for the next 5 days. We may see a system a low system, just a regular low, folks, try to form around the panhandle of Florida. And there's some high pressures out here. High pressures are going to come here later up in this area. It might try to bounce around over to Louisiana, but it should disintegrate as of now. So that's later on down, maybe next week. So it may happen, it may not. But once again, it's just a low pressure system. Over in the eastern North Atlantic, this is still set on 5 days. We have Henrietta here as of this morning, 40-mile-per-hour winds. It's moving west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. And then we have another system here. It has a 60% chance in 5 days, 10% in 2 days. Right now it's just an elongated area of disorganized showers and thunderstorms. It's nearly 1,000 miles southwest of the southern tip of the Baja California Peninsula. It's associated with a trough of low pressure, and the environmental conditions are forecast to become more conducive for development during the next few days. And a tropical depression could form later this week while it keeps moving west-northwestward around 10 to 15 miles per hour. So that's for the eastern Pacific. And over in the central Pacific, here we have Hawaii right here, and here's this little system right here. It's only got a 30% chance of forming in 5 days, 0 and 2. It's just disorganized showers and thunderstorms several hundred miles south of the Big Island, and it's associated with a trough of low pressure, and it's moving west to northwest also. Now we're going to check out the maps for severe weather today. Now, we do have a chance of some tornadoes today, folks, okay? But you can see right now where it is enhanced in Iowa, a little bit of Missouri, big portion of Illinois, right in this darker color right in here. It's at a number 3 on this little scale down here. This is where it's most enhanced. Then, of course, anywhere in the yellow, anywhere in the green, from North Dakota down to the Texas Panhandle, over into Ohio, lower Michigan, all of these areas, a little bit of southern Minnesota. Anybody in the green, it's that time of the day. And don't forget, most of mid to northern Maine up here. You could have a severe thunderstorm pop up. Now, these severe thunderstorms are likely over the middle Mississippi Valley to the Ohio Valley. Now, they're going to have some very high damaging winds, and there is a risk for a few tornadoes to pop up. And what is that chance for tornadoes? Here it is right here in parts of Iowa, a little of Missouri, a great portion of Illinois. You're up to 5% chance you could have a tornado. Everywhere else from North Dakota, South Dakota, right on around over into Indiana, it's a 2% chance of maybe a tornado if you happen to have one of these severe storms. And downdraft winds and microbursts. I don't know if you guys have seen it on the news or not, but they've been happening, and they don't cover as much territory as a tornado, but they do just as much severe damage. So watch your skies, and if you see any changes, make sure you can take cover. So far as the damaging wind, up to 30% for a portion of Iowa, a portion of Missouri, just a little bit, a large portion of central Illinois. Right in this area, folks, you guys need to pay attention. All the way out to the 15% part that goes over into Indiana, and the 5% from the Texas Panhandle, over into portions of Ohio, lower Michigan, lower Wisconsin, a little bit of the southwestern tip of Minnesota into the Dakotas. But the yellow and red, you guys really need to watch out. Maine, you only have a 5% chance of these damaging winds today. But you guys right in here, please be aware of what's around you. So far as hail, it's not looking too bad. It's just a 5% chance from the Texas Panhandle up into the Dakotas, as you can see. But for the most severe weather today, it looks like it's going to be happening in this area. I don't think it's quite moved to this area yet. When we looked on the map a while ago, it looked like it was still trying to move over some, but it's coming. That's my point. It will be there at some point this morning, and it may linger. There's a little discussion with the models. It may kind of stall and trail, or it may go on and move. So, folks, I can't stress enough. Please be safe and watch your skies. If you see any development of your skies looking very hazardous, please make sure you have a safe place to go. And if you have heavy downpours, remember, don't drive through a lot of water on the road. Once again, I thank you all so much for everything you do for me. I love you so much. Please have a good day, a safe day, and a blessed day. If I see anything out of the ordinary pop up, I'll try my best to get it on for you today. The temperatures are going to be this, that, and the other. Very hot for some and a little cool down for others, but it is still summer. So that's to be expected. I love you so much. Thank you for everything. Peace, love, and kindness to all. Thanks so much for watching.